earlier today. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And as always, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge joining us from the sidelines. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Daniel Gafford is out there with Washington. And it's Exum in at the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Jackson. Santi Aldama is out there with Williams. Then there's Prez. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
Williams finds Prez. Back to Williams.
It's truly hard to exaggerate just how explosive Morant is on the floor.
No, because there is no exaggeration, Greg. It's just whatever you say and you see. It is impressive, and he is elite. And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Washington. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Jaren Jackson. Credit where credit is due. P.J. Washington is one hard-working guy on the floor. Isn't he, Greg?
He's got that grittiness to him, Kevin. Values every chance he gets to affect the game. And like you said, he puts a ton of effort into his play.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Prez. Back to Jackson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now here's Prez. His last outing, he had 8 points. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And that one's good, Morant.
There is bottomless hustle in Morant's game. A little contact, oh, he'll outwork that.
Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Prez. The kick out to Williams. Here's Morant. And he slams it down right on top of P.J. Washington.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Kyrie was the big signing for the Mavs this summer. And, Greg, they altered their roster quite a bit.
Yeah, they needed to mix up their approach, right? They liked the Luka and Kyrie pairing. Now they're all in with this core for the next few years.
Look, he is a 50-40-90 guy, right around 40% from the three-point line. Kyrie deserves more respect for his deep game.
Now here's Morant, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Here's Prez, off target with the free throw line, Jay. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. It's good. This game is all even. Exum's got his second bucket of the night.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
Morant passes to Prez with the drive. Good on the bucket. Prez has got his second basket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Substitution on the court.
On the court for the Mavericks. They've got Washington. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Irving. Then there's Daniel Gaffney. And it's Exum in at the 3, the small forward.
You got to love how aggressive Morant is. He is fearless going towards that rim.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Now, here's Washington. Defended by Aldama. Exum passes to Gaffney. Hardaway with a wide open look. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got 7 points here in this quarter.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Prez with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Irving. 26 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Well, Ja Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. Now here's Jackson. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. Now Prez makes it off the glass. Prez has got 8.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Feeds it to Exum. And finished off by Exum.
His passing has always been a staple of his career. Not too many are better at dishing than Kyrie.
Outside Williams. Pass to Morant. Four on the clock. Pass to Prez. Here's the 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for Memphis.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game.
41.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
You've got Prez. Williams is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Morant, and it's Jackson in at the 5. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rules. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Doncic against Morant. Doncic, no good. Memphis leading. Morant looking around. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant. Coming off a terrific season, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. The pass to Exum. Now Washington, 6 on the shot clock for the lead. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. With the Grizzlies, Richard, there's so much talent. They just haven't made a big run in the postseason.
Yeah, it's coming. They've lost to the Warriors and they've lost to the Lakers the last 2 years. Both of these teams just have a tremendous amount of an experience advantage versus the Grizzlies, and it shows.
Bucket is good.
This is just one of those blow-up nights for Kyrie, so lethal when he's feeling his best.
Morant against Doncic. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. Morant against Doncic. In the corner, Irving with it. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Prez passes to Aldama. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Dallas calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade.
Substitution on the court.
Washington passes to Green to take the lead. The kick out to Irving. Over Morant. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
An absolute master close to the rim. He has literally every finish possible. Kyrie has such a strong sense for how to score around that basket.
On the court for the Mavericks. Washington out there with Exum. And it's Green. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Lively in at the center. Here's Irving. Add another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Dallas.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Basket good. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Prez. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
Passes it to Exum. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Washington outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
And the shot goes down. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Washington passes to Lively. Now here's Exum. He's guarded by Williams. Exum kicks to Irving. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. Prez, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Mavericks. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. And finished off by Exum.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Back to Morant. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Give this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
Dallas calls timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. We play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And we have seen Irving bury huge shots before. Man, does he love having the spotlight on him.
Here's Morant. Yes! A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Irving isn't the guy I would want to send to the line. He is very comfortable with that shot.
2 shots.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Morant passes to Prez. Puts it up from 12. That shot off.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward. Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 6. 17 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And so it's Memphis with it. From deep 3-point territory. Rebounded by Gafford.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. Kevin.